As Thomas Blackwood looked out the window at his new home, the wheels of the carriage rattled against the cobblestone streets of Charleston. The heat in South Carolina was unbearable in July 1839, and even at night, the air was thick and still. Thomas wiped his forehead with his handkerchief, which was already wet with sweat even though the sun had set. "Almost there, sir," the driver said back. "Magnolia Manor is just ahead." Thomas had come all the way from Boston to work as a tutor for the daughters of Elijah Thornton, one of the richest plantation owners in Charleston. The job promised a good salary and a nice place to live, which would let him send money back to his sick mother in Massachusetts. Thomas saw the manor for the first time as the carriage got closer to the wrought iron gates. It was a grand 3-story building with big white columns and verandas on each level. Spanish moss hung from the old oak trees that lined the long driveway. In the evening breeze, it moved like ghostly fingers. "Isn't it beautiful?" Thomas's trance was broken by the driver's voice. The Thornton estate is Charleston's pride. But even though it was very hot, something about the property made Thomas feel uneasy. It might have been the stark difference between the clean white front of the main house and the row of small worn cabins in the distance. These were the slave quarters, which reminded Thomas of the institution that many Northerners of his time found increasingly troubling. The carriage stopped in front of the steps. Thomas gathered his things and walked up to the entrance, where an old butler was waiting for him. "Mr. Welcome to Magnolia Manor, Blackwood. My name is Frederick, and I am in charge of the household staff. Mrs. Thornton is waiting for you in the drawing room." Thomas followed Frederick through the big entrance hall, where there were portraits of stern-faced ancestors on the walls.